Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. Thank you so much for joining. We are diving right in. Today is going to be my top primers of 2024. Technically, there are two that I'm going to be demoing for you guys, but I do have a couple of honorable mentions. The reason that I really wanted to kind of showcase each individual category is because I wanted to spend some time with the products, apply them in real time with you guys so that you guys get a better understanding of why I like the products that I chose. So this is going to be just primers, a little short and sweet little video. I'm going to go ahead and pin my hair back really quick. I hope you guys are well. Happy New Year. I hope you are well so far. Do you have any plans for the new year? Do you have any resolutions? Do you not make resolutions? Do you have intentions? I honestly just aim to be better today than I was yesterday. That's it. I aim for peace and just to be happy and to put kindness out into the world. And as long as I'm accomplishing that, you guys, I'm okay. So my skin is freshly cleansed. I have on my moisturizer and I'm gonna get up close just for a second. I'll get up close again, obviously, as we apply, just so you can kind of see what we are working with. Now, the top two that I love, cannot get enough of, highly recommend, would repurchase are the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer and then the e.l.f. Power Grip with Niacinamide. I specifically saved a little bit of this for this particular video. This one gives a good amount of glow, a little bit of a lit from within type quality to the skin, and it aids in the long wear of the foundation and offers a lot of grip. The Easy Blur Primer blurs. It does a really good job at blurring, kind of blurring out the pores and stuff like that. Now, with that being said, I have a holy grail one that you guys, if you've been here with me for 6.5 years, the Stila One Step Correct, the color correcting primer, I have repurchased and repurchased and repurchased. I just panned one. It was in a recent empties and I purchased another one. It is phenomenal. Specifically, if you are somebody like me, that you have a lot of redness, hyperpigmentation, old acne scarring, things like that. Noting with this, and I'll make sure I link everything down below, noting with this, if you do purchase this, you have to make sure you're well hydrated if you do have drier skin and you want to take a less is more approach because it can pill, noting that. Another couple of honorable mentions. This is the Volition Snow Mushroom Water Primer. I received this in, I believe, like my BoxyCharm. I'm pretty sure it was my BoxyCharm. This, for me, does the exact same thing that the Huda Beauty one does, but I've used this one a little bit more, so I was going to demo this one today. This does the same thing. Very lightweight, has a beautiful kind of thinner, kind of gel type texture. It feels very serum-like on the skin and it offers a little bit of blurring. And then the other one, honorable mention, is the Makeup Forever Pore Minimizer Step 1. I have a mini. It's almost gone. I loved it so much. I have already repurchased this. The reason I love this one specifically, it offers some pore minimization, but it is also more of like a skin tone or like a nude. So it offers even just a little bit more coverage too. So when I'm having a really good day and rosacea Riri is not in full effect like she is today, y'all, this, I kind of can use it as foundation too. So those are the honorable mentions. But for today, I will go into the top two, the e.l.f. I am going to apply to one side of my face. And with this, I used to not like sticky primers at all. I am a very sensory aware person, but I knew that they worked. You know, I saw too many people say, even people that I personally, know and love and stuff like that, respect and know that they're, not just trying to make a sale. But they were like, Riri, you got to try it again. Riri, you got to try it again. And I did try it again. And you can see I used that little bit and I'm really pushing and kind of manipulating it into my skin. And then the key with this, and that I found, because I don't like sticky things, when the Milk Makeup one first came out, I absolutely hated it. I purchased it and sold it immediately, is you have to let it set. And I don't mean for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Like I let it set. So while I'm waiting for this side to set down, and of course, drugstore, affordable, things like that, I'll go in with this one right here. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer, silicone-free smoothing primer. And I did purchase this and the foundation. And as you can see, hopefully you can see, I'm going through this. I love it. Again, I'm going to take a little tiny bit of it. And it is a really pretty soft pink. Also quite thin and a beautiful kind of gel type consistency. I'm going to make sure you guys can see me. I'm also going to do the same thing here where I'm really kind of pushing it into my skin. more specifically in this area here because I do have such large pores and I'm really pushing it into the skin and really manipulating it into my skin. It feels quite cooling. It's nice and thin. It does not, I don't feel like I'm wearing anything at all. I don't feel like there's anything on my skin whatsoever. It honestly just feels just cooling and nice. I'm going to grab a tiny bit more for my forehead. And again, I really try to take my time. Skin prep for me, like meaning skincare as well. Skincare and skin prep for me is more important than makeup will ever be. We can have all the, most luxury, high-end, most phenomenal makeup in the entire world. But if the canvas underneath is not well taken care of, you guys, we're not well prepped, it doesn't matter. So again, add a little tiny more in my little problem area. Have you tried any of these that I have mentioned? What are your favorite primers? All right. I'm going to let this set just a second. I'm not going to do any cuts or anything like that. I'm going to sit here and run my mouth for just a second with you guys, and then we'll get up close. And now I do have, hydrating ones like the Milani one, the New Milk Makeup Foaming one. There are quite a few that I like that kind of just give me just the hydration I'm looking for, more specifically if I'm going in with a softer matte formula of foundation. But these are the couple that really stood out for me, you guys. And y'all know, I test a lot of makeup. All right, we're fully dry and fully set. I'm gonna bring you guys, hey girl, very closely. So you can see on this side right here, you can see that I don't have any diminishment in like my pores or anything like that, but there's a beautiful level of glow and it's nice and sticky. So when you go in and apply your foundation, it just lasts a little bit longer. And I still, because this is a little bit more hydrating because of that niacinamide, I can still see my skin through even if I'm using a softer matte foundation. You can see on this side, hopefully you guys can see it, my mirror's right here, and I definitely see a beautiful soft diffusion here. And the makeup just lays beautifully on top. I do very quickly want to demo this as well. I was not planning on doing that, but I think while we're up close and personal, I'll go ahead and show you guys this. And again, the key with this, and these were the minis, they were on sale for like $10 in an Ulta sale like back in November or something like that. So I was running out of my other one, so decided to pick one up. But like I said, you want to be well hydrated, and I definitely take a less is more approach here because it's not maybe necessarily the most dry skin friendly. So that is what it looks like. If you're unfamiliar with color correction and what the different colors mean, peach helps to counterbalance any dark spots, brownness, things like that. Purple is going to illuminate, kind of lift and brighten, especially if you have more sallow skin. And then our green is going to help color correct red. So I'm going to get actually as close as I can get, and I'm trying to not talk too loud. All right. So I'm just going to get a tiny bit of this. That's all I'm going to use. And I'm going to get incredibly close. And again, I am somebody that, like, I don't just slap something on my skin, you guys. I really try to manipulate into the skin. And even though this can pill up sometimes on me, it doesn't ever feel heavy. So I don't want to like deter you guys from using it. But you guys can see in real time the diminishment of the redness in my skin. Like, that is wild to me. So those are my top primers of the entire year. Again, I would love to know what your favorites are. Let me get y'all back a little tiny bit so you're not super up close. But basically, the next videos, there's going to be a full series of my top 2 of everything, and I will be demoing my top 2 in every single category in real time with you guys. Hopefully you guys like this, and I think it's a great way to say goodbye to 2024 and welcome 2025. Also, I'll kind of get into all this as we kind of progress through this particular series, but I am officially on a no-buy, like a 100% no-buy. even meaning like any of my extras, my backups, things like that. I'm going to be putting those in my resale group. It's always linked down below. I do have a resale group on Facebook. But I really want to use up products that I have. I want to revisit products that I know and love that I haven't touched for a while. And me just kind of revisiting these types of products and me kind of going through the series is also going to just kind of remind me like, hey, that's a really good product, so let's use it up. So hopefully you guys like this. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to my beautiful channel members. I love you. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.